Hey guys, I'm Paco the Realtor. 16 years of experience, helped over 200 families buy and sell the American dream. I'm a local expert, I'm a professional, and I take care of my clients. I pride myself in educating my clients, and I'm also really sarcastic and a storyteller. So why don't you guys get to know me?
What's up, guys? This is Paco, the Realtor Broker in RX Real Estate, local expert storyteller. This is Taco Tuesday with Paco. And today I am doing a recap for 2019, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm also doing a SWOT analysis for 2020 as far as the real estate market is concerned in general. Hope everybody's having a good evening. And hope everybody is relaxing a little bit. So, all right, let's start with 2019. So, quick recap. 2019, we were able to help 43 families. 12 families chose not to move forward for a variety of reasons, right? It happens all the time. We did 5 flips and we picked up 1 rental. We did lose 3 clients. I'm not ashamed to say there's no way that I am perfect and can please everybody. I still am very disappointed in those. Each of them has a good story behind it, and I will tell it another time. The average return on investment for our clients on flips were 13% this year, so overall it was good. Biggest challenges people faced, I fear, this year was, or last year was, fear of the market. Is it going to go down? What's going to happen? Which I think is kind of always the way it works. Fear of prices, I'm buying too high, I'm going to wait till I buy low, but we've had the conversation about, how sometimes that is not a very good decision. And then issues with loans. And what I mean by this is people not being able to qualify. They make the money, but they don't report it in taxes, or they don't save, or they don't have the credit. It's one or the other. So it's kind of a recap for 2019. I'm proud that we were able to help 43 families in total. I'm hoping 2020 I can increase that by 50%. 40 to 50% is my goal. So, all right, so let's talk about 2020 SWOT analysis. And a SWOT analysis, for those of you that don't remember this in college or maybe never heard of it, is strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. What's the strength of the market? What's the weakness of the market? What's the opportunity of the market? What's the threat of the market, right? So that's kind of what a SWOT analysis is, just in case you were wondering what that was. So let's get into it. Let's start off with the strength of the market. Low interest rates, strong economy, and you never lose in real estate. Long term, you're never going to lose in buying a house, cash flow wise or equity wise. If we all bought houses 20 years ago, where would we be today, right? Equity wise, that is. So I think the strength is that the rates are low, and a lot more people can afford a lot more of a house. So that's the strength. The weakness. Weakness is lack of inventory. We have a limited amount of houses. High homes start to get a lot more expensive, especially here now in the Inland Empire, where they weren't normally. I think those are 2 huge weaknesses that we have to address and deal with. We have peaked out, so we're kind of flat now. So I don't expect too much more appreciation on these homes. Opportunity. Well, the rates are low, guys. Money is really cheap right now, really cheap. So you got to take advantage of that. And then also you got to remember that by 2022, the National Association of Realtors and the California Association of Realtors are saying that for the first time in history, California will have more tenants than landlords or than owners. So that means that there's an opportunity to be a landlord. So if you're looking to buy but don't want to live in it, there's an opportunity there for you either way for rentals. So I think going forward, that's going to be huge. The threat. Higher rates, higher home prices. Obviously, the cost to build in California is so expensive now that there's no more starter homes. They don't make any 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,300 square foot houses anymore, right? Just too expensive. So what ends up happening is they make all these big houses that people have to make a lot more money to buy. let's see here. Another threat is land. It's slowly going away, even here in the Inland Empire. I remember everything used to be east of the 15, then east of the 91, then east of the 215. Now it's everything east of Banning Beaumont. Well, guys, before you know it, it's gonna be everything east of the desert, the low desert, or the high desert, or the south of the high desert. So there's just no way around it. It's gonna happen eventually. So, you know, what's that famous saying? Buy land that don't make, I think it was Roy Rogers said that, buy land that don't make anymore. So I think, you know, before you know, we're going to be talking about the desert and buying in the desert and what's going on there. And so it's just something that we need to take into consideration, guys. So that is the SWOT analysis. I think overall, the opportunity is still good. You know, I hate to say it, but California's getting very expensive. But people still make decent money, just not enough to buy houses as much as they did before. But those people still have to live somewhere, so that means they rent. And most people still prefer to rent homes, not apartments. So there's a huge opportunity, I think, that people are missing out. I think people only talk about the horror stories. You know, I had a rental and, you know, I had to evict someone. You know, I had to evict somebody and that kind of stuff. And, or, you know, the house flooded and, you know, long term, you're going to make money, but short term, we're going to have bumps in the road. You know, I have a property I manage right now where the water heater went out. It is what it is. We just got to deal with it, right? If it was easy. This is true, Karina. People are moving, but don't let the stats fool you. You see reports that more people are moving out than are moving in. That is correct. But it doesn't address the people that are born here. The people that are born here. So our population is not going down, it's still going up. So if our population was shrinking, then I'd say we have an issue. I mean, we have an issue, but you got to remember, California is still the 6th largest economy in the world by itself. We're our own country in essence. So there's still work here. It's more the cost of living that's really starting to kill us. And so, you know, if you factor in all the people that are naturally born here, our population is still going up. I haven't seen any city put a sign that says population is declining. It's the opposite. But what's happening is people are leaving the state more often now to find affordable housing somewhere else. Texas, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, that kind of stuff. But, you know, to each his own. If that's what people have to do, then absolutely everybody does what's best for their family, right? But long term, California is still growing. The population is still growing. And that's just the reality. So take it for what it's worth. We're still, like I said, the 6th largest economy in the world. No, houses go up and down, Karina, all the time. So yes, it's going to happen. The question is how much. I don't see them going down too much. It's the natural ups and downs of homes. At the end, houses are going to come down. But what happens when houses come down? Rates go up. So did you really save money, or is it the same thing? So something to consider, right? All right, guys. I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday, because I know I am. This is Paco the Realtor, Taco Tuesday 2019 recap and 2020 SWOT analysis. If anybody needs to get a hold of me, you know how to get a hold of me. Just Google Paco the Realtor, and there's a gazillion ways you can get a hold of me, all right? Have a good night, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Hope you love the content. Subscribe below or follow me on social media. Just type Paco the Realtor.